Hey, welcome back. I skipped everything before that, and we're going to go to a specific ending. I found a nice little picture that spelled out all the endings. So the laboratory, then door 6, and we should get a new ending. Anyway, I think I'm gonna go with door 8. Okay, 8 it is. Yeah. Alright then. I mean, June's gotta go through 7. What? What? Santa grimaced and muttered angrily to himself, but finally began to explain. The 6 of us are going to keep going without leaving anyone behind. There's only 3 ways we can do it. Plan A, go through door 7, 3, 5, 8, and go through door 8, 4, 6, 7. Plan B, go through 7, 4, 5, 7, and go through door 8, don't care. And that's it. Those are our only options. In other words, 3 and 4 and 7 and 8 can never go through the same door. Get it now? As Santa finished, June looked over at Junpei, tears welling up in the corner of her eyes. Oh no, is they are going to see each other again for a long time? Junpei felt just as June did. He wanted to be at her side through whatever trials they were preparing to face. But he knew if they were to survive, he had to swallow his feelings. In order for the 6 of them to move forward, he and June had to be separated. He looked at June. He was scared to lose her, but he swallowed, stilled his resolve, and did his best to smile. Hey, come on, you're making it sound like we're never going to see each other again. We got to split up, but only for a while. This is just like when we went to the 4 and 5 doors, remember? We got split up then too, but we all met back up. I'll bet 7 and 8 are just like that. You mean they're connected somewhere? Yeah, probably. Probably. She didn't sound very hopeful. It was 7 that interjected. I'm sure they gotta connect somewhere. Why? What makes you think so? If they don't connect, neither team can get through door 9. In other words, the game would end right here. Zero's been on top of his shit so far. I don't think he'd blow it now. I'm damn sure that son of a bitch wants to have his fun as long as possible. He's not gonna end this game until we get through the 9 door. June said nothing. The tears were gone, but her eyes were still sad as they looked at Junpei. He met them, and with what reassurance he could manage, laid his hand gently on her shoulder. Everything's gonna be fine. We're gonna see each other again. I promise. June bit her lip and gave him an almost imperceptible nod. Yeah, promise? Her voice was barely above a whisper. Santa's voice shattered the moment. You guys are done, right? Man, fuck you and your gun-pulling ass piece of shit. Shit, he stretched and continued. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Clover and I will both go into separate groups. Figure I'll take 7, Clover can take 8. Any problem with that, Clover? Clover looked away and was silent for a moment. Whatever. It was more of a dismissal than an agreement, but Santa didn't seem to care. Alright, we're ready to go then. Let's move! At Santa's command, the group split and headed for their respective doors. Santa, 7, and June walked toward door 7, while Clover, Lotus, and Junpei headed for door 8. For a long moment, they stood in front of the door. Then Lotus laid her hand against their chest and turned to Junpei and Clover. Are you ready? Yeah. Yes. Then shall we go? The door had opened. A narrow hallway stretched out before them. Lotus and Clover leapt through the door. The moment they did, their bracelets beeped. The detonators in the bracelets had been activated. Junpei stepped forward to follow them. But as he was about to step over the threshold, he stopped. He looked to his left, toward door 7. June stood there, a mirror image of Junpei. She turned and looked toward him. Their eyes met. They nodded. Their farewell took almost 1.5 seconds. And then they were off, and someone took hold of Junpei's arms and hauled him bodily through the door. Good, you ass. He heard the sound of the numbered door slam shut behind him. His bracelet gave a cold electronic beep. 81 seconds left. Hurry! Lotus snapped at him and ran to the dead. Junpei and Clover followed her as fast as they could. Well, that was fast. Phew. It stopped. With a shaking hand, she wiped a few beads of sweat from her forehead. Chloe, however, was calm. Aloof, perhaps. Pointless. She muttered to herself, without emotion, and began to walk down the hallway, leaving behind a confused Junpei and Lotus. Lotus watched the girls receding back with a mix of frustration and curiosity. What an unpleasant girl. I bet she's not very popular with the boys. Her sarcasm seemed a little more biting than was, perhaps, necessary, but she sighed and started after the younger girl. After taking a moment to catch his breath, Junpei followed. Why would he need to catch his breath? The hallway made a number of turns before at last coming to a dead end. Set into the wall on the left side was a large iron door. For a few minutes they stood in front of the door, examining it. Above the door was a plate with the word laboratory engraved on it. A laboratory, huh? That doesn't sound very pleasant. I don't like the look of this place. Me either. But there aren't any other doors. It's not like we have a lot of choices. Junpei? Huh? Please, you first. Junpei suspected her politeness was motivated by something other than respect. Junpei muttered to himself and pushed open the iron door. And my voice is really tired for some reason. His first steps inside were tentative and careful, but as he examined the room, it became clear there was no imminent danger. Lotus followed him in, and Clover brought up the rear. The room they found themselves in was divided into two separate areas by a curved wall. A thick glass window built into that wall made it possible to see into the other side of the division. Junpei walked to the window and looked through. What the hell? He wasn't sure what else to say. It is so fucking hot. In the center of a room shaped like a quarter circle, a mannequin lay on what looked like a medical exam table. That looks so creepy. I know. That's why I'm getting off on this. Junpei jumped a little. He had noticed Lotus come up next to him. Dude, you always gotta notice when a lady comes. You doubt that thing is going to suddenly sit up or something, do you? Well, I don't know. I mean, look at all those cables sticking out of it. If we press the wrong button, I don't know. Stop it. Just thinking about it is terrifying. She was gripping her arms, the knuckles of her hands white. It was then that Junpei noticed Clover. She was still standing near the entrance of the room. Her face had the appearance of calm, but it was drawn and somehow sad. There was something almost pitiful about her. Junpei walked over to her, and as kindly as he could, spoke. Are you okay? Clover looked away. What are you talking about? What? I'm just worried about you. You've been real quiet. What, I can't be quiet if I want to? Well, I mean, of course you can, I just... Okay then, if I can be quiet if I want, just leave me alone, okay? Come on, you know I can't do that. We gotta work together. Clover bit her lip and was silent for a moment, then suddenly, Junpei, you just don't get it! Her cry took Junpei by surprise, and he stumbled backward a few steps, alarmed. My brother's not the kind of person who'd just leave me behind. Something happened to him. Something bad. Junpei had nothing to say. Lotus, jolted from her mannequin nightmares by Clover's voice, turned toward them. What happened? Clover's eyes slid to Lotus, then back to Junpei. Look, just don't bother me, okay? Leave me alone. Finished, she turned around. Before Junpei or Lotus could say anything, Clover had begun to walk away. Hey, wait, Clover, hold on. He might as well have been talking to a wall for all the notice she took of his cries. Not even slowing down, she made for the doorway cut into the wall in front of her. Not even slowing down, she passed through the doorway. Fuck. And without warning, an iron gate fell from the ceiling like a portcullis, sealing Clover in. What the heck? What's going on here? Clover grabbed hold of the iron bars and shook them as hard as she could. Hang on, I'll get it open. I imagined him saying, just like that, hang on, I'll get it open, you guys. Yeah, real cool. Junpei grabbed the bars and pulled. In a moment, Lotus joined him. The three of them pulled as hard as they could, but... Damn it, it's not moving. Wait, are you just gonna give up, just like that? No, I'm not giving up. This has got to be another one of Zero's puzzles. If it is, there's got to be a way to open it. Junpei nodded. Just what was I thinking? Now all we gotta do is find it. Wait, just what I was thinking. I'm drunk. Lotus, I can look around. Lotus and I can look around out here. Clover, you're gonna have to see if you can find anything in there. Oh, yeah, I'm on it. Well, you can also get on this. Boy! Or girl. Yeah, whatever. I'll finish this room tomorrow. Bye!